Hey there, engineers. Just kind of wanted to show you this wildly overcomplicated tool rack and use it as an opportunity to show you the raw power of Mother OS. Really robust in-game script and how it stacks up against timer blocks. And I'll just start by showing you the doodad, do the thing. It's basically my workship multi-role. So, as you can see, entirely over-engineered, but it's just kind of how I like to do things. If it's not over-engineered, it's not space-engineered. Let's get those drills setting back up, and I'll show you all of that was done by Mother. That's for later comparison. Let's take a quick look in here at how that works. It's all stored in the custom data as routines. You can leave notes to kind of organize stuff. It gets a little wordy trying to dig all the way through everything. Here's that first one putting the grinder on. This is what made that happen, and it looks kind of thick. But the way that I set up timer blocks anyways is in a text document, just kind of saying what each timer is going to do, how long it needs to wait, what's going to move. If you look at this over here, it's basically the same notes. You say what you want to happen, what you want it to happen on, give it a value, and then you get options here for speed, and various things have various options. Every time you see a wait here, it's another timer block you didn't have to use. So let's pop over really quick and look at how many timer blocks that means. 8 per. So we're looking at 48. And I made a little video, I'll pop up with how long it took me to turn these notes into one set of timer blocks. This is Visual Studio Code for a whole lot of my text editing. It's got a bunch of really great tools that you'll see here shortly. But let's just go ahead and turn these notes right into a routine, which is basically a replacement for a timer blockchain. Timer starts now. Just get rid of some of this unnecessary stuff. Whoopsies. Trying to overshoot there. Another thing that I noticed when I was trying to convert this to timer blocks is you can't do a half a second delay on a timer block. So you can do at least down to quarter seconds here. I'm pretty sure even tighter, but seldom need tighter. Tell it what it's aiming at, what you want it to do. Start each line with a bar if you want to separate by lines, and then close each line with a semicolon so it knows that that's a closed command. Well, we'll just go ahead and take our line by line for now. And then with speed, this is it's an option. They can be in any order, so you kind of gotta indicate. But with Visual Studio Code, you have the ability to replace every instance. So, boom, we've done it for all of it. Close that line. And the beauty of text, copy that, paste right there, boom. You'll see I do these spaces here. You don't need the space there. I just think it looks prettier. Kinda don't get so tight on the front of it, I guess. Let's see, we got a rotor. Oh. And then this is a really cool little function right here. Block action. Anything that isn't natively already built in, you can go ahead and hit anything from the API. Any action available to the in-game API is open through that little command right there. So got some more pistons extending. Let's go ahead and do every instance of pistons right now. That looks like all the pistons. We got a couple more block actions down here. So go ahead and just save ourselves a little time here and do a replace where we add the pipes to all of them. Boom. Alright, now we got hinges rotating again. We'll just recycle this here. Boom. Boom. Does it for our hinges. Now we got a couple rotors moving. Oh, that's block action right there. Oh, so is this one. There we go. Alright, so that's set for a little typo business. That is completely done. I don't even think that the fast forwarded version is probably done yet, but 5 minutes and that's with me stopping and talking to you a bunch. Now, the difference between each tool attachment is just one of the hinge slots and an angle and the angle for the rotor. So instead of having to set up a whole nother timer blockchain, let's go ahead and just make the other two attachment routines. So copy it all, paste it all. Well, here I'll be smart about it, and I'll actually open a new text file so that I can just go ahead and every instance of, let's just do slot. Yeah, every instance of hinge slot 2 becomes hinge slot 1. Boom, done. Every instance of rotor rotate left 90 up. I guess I can't. Well, we'll go ahead and do this the old school way and just rotates 180 I think that's the only time it actually has to rotate 180, so. Oh, nope, second time right here. Boom. And so, there's our second one done. So, oh, except it would be attach welder. We're on a roll here, so let's go ahead and make the third one. Gonna be on hinge slot 2. Hinge slot 2. Hinge slot 2. Gonna be at we got one at 180, one at 90. This one's gonna be at 270. Right rotor left, right rotor right. Already set at 270 because I probably did things in the wrong order. Boom, and there we are. Oh, I guess. There we are. So yeah, we just did all 3 of the attachment ones in 8 minutes, even with me flapping my gums. We could build the detach in 5 minutes, and then have all 6 of the cycles built in 12 minutes or so. That 14 minutes that it took to do the first cycle of the timer blocks, you're gonna have to go through that for each one. So gosh, 14 minutes times 6 is a whole bunch of time that you're not actually playing with your toys. You're just clicking through menus. And as you can see, we're still dinking around with our timer blocks over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just speed it up to about 2000% because we still got 4 minutes. Take another minute at 400%. Let's just insert some Scooby-Doo music and move past all this. So yeah, here we are, 14 and a half minutes later. We have one cycle to put on one of the tools. Still haven't made the take off. I also want to just show one more upside of doing things this way. And that would be the fact that space is a dangerous place. Sometimes things get blown up. So now, none of our stuff works. But we add a new programmable block. We add a remote control. Mother uses the remote control block for all sorts of grid monitoring, position monitoring, navigation. Just really taps into all of what the remote block can do. So here we've got this new programmable block. We'll name it MOSPB. We'll toss in Mother. You see this one has a similar symbol as Mother. It's actually a script that I made using the framework of Mother. It's something amazing that Agent Luke has done. Just gave us access to the entire core framework so that we can use all of the tools that are already built in there and just build our own script that does whatever we want. And accesses the block catalog, the activity monitor, just everything that's already cooked in, we can tap into and do some really amazing stuff. So right now I'm just gonna toss in Mother OS. She's booting up. Nut. I mean, you guys are probably still rebuilding your timer blockchains. Let's go ahead and throw the welders on, because we got some stuff to repair. Let's make sure it works, huh? Oh, right. Gotta put them in. So yeah, this is where the upside comes. We just open up that text file we already had with all of the commands already written. We copy it and we just paste it right in. Boom. Now let's put that welder on. Well, would you look at that? Things seem to be going our way, huh? Boom, pow, bang. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah, man, I really hope that this has clued a lot of you in to checking Mother out. There's a super active Discord where there's all sorts of people that would just love to help you out. Agent Luke himself is really helpful and way on top of bug fixes and feature requests. I'm gonna leave a link for the Steam page, which has links to the full documentation. He's got really thorough documentation that'll show you pretty much everything that you would need to know. He's got YouTube tutorials for walkthroughs, and a link to the Discord as well. Well, happy engineering. This has been the Loke, signing off.